Trump takes early victory lap on tax bill. President Donald Trump took an early victory lap Saturday as Republicans closed in on his administration's first major legislative accomplishment and the biggest overhaul to U.S. tax policy in 30 years. "It's going to be one of the great Christmas gifts to middle-income people," the president told reporters outside the White House before boarding Marine One for a weekend getaway at Camp David. The Democrats have their soundbite, the standard soundbite before they even know what the bill is all about, Trump added. "They talk about for the wealthy. But this is going to be one of the greatest gifts for the middle-income people of this country that they've ever gotten for Christmas." The GOP tax plan set for a final passage vote in the House on Tuesday is being celebrated for its increase in take-home pay for millions of Americans, while Democrats counter that the bill will benefit the wealthy, hurt some middle-class earners and add another $1.5 trillion to our national debt that already is at $20 trillion. As Trump's helicopter idled nearby, the president downplayed the extra debt by noting the broader state of the U.S. economy and growth projections that he said will come from other administration policies. "Well, this is going to bring money in," he said. "As an example, $4 trillion will come flowing back into the country. That's money that's been stuck overseas for years and years. It was $2.5 trillion. Then it was $3.50. Now it's probably over $4 trillion. This is money that's been stuck there for years, and it's going to come pouring back into the county. So that'll be one. And I will say that because of what we've done with regulation and other things, our economy is doing fantastically well, but it has another big step to go and it can't take that step unless we do the tax bill," Trump added. The GOP tax bill currently edging to the finish line represents Trump's first major win in Congress, a welcome sign after failing on repeated attempts to fulfill his top campaign promise to repeal President Obama's Affordable Care Act. It is also seen as a major victory for House Speaker Paul Ryan, a former chairman of the Powerful Ways and Means Committee who has made revamping the U.S. tax code an often-stated career goal. Under the Republican bill, the individual tax rate will fall from 37%, from the current 39.6%, for earnings over $600,000. 6 other brackets are also created for individuals. Mortgage interest deductions are being pared back from a $1 million limit on eligible loans to $750,000. The child tax credit doubles to $2,000, and the state and local tax deduction is set to be capped at $10,000 for property taxes, plus either sales or income taxes. State tax exemptions will be doubled. Businesses will see their corporate tax rate fall from 35% to 21% in 2018. The alternative minimum tax on corporations is set to be repealed. International tax rules are poised for the biggest rewrite in a half-century. And the Affordable Care Act's individual mandate will sunset in 2019. Among the major criticisms of the bill, the individual tax cuts will expire while the corporate tax cuts are set to be permanent. But Trump downplayed that reality on Saturday. "Well, what will happen is at the end, whoever the administration is, years from now, they will make it, and maybe even make it more generous if we can get the economy like it should be," he said. Democrats lining up in opposition to the final GOP tax package have blasted away at the measure. House Minority Leader Nancy Pelosi on Friday called it a deficit-exploding scam of a bill. With each version, the GOP tax scam becomes an even more cowardly, outrageous, and brazen theft from middle-class families to